Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Just pretend I rolled in. The chair's not fixed yet. Anywho, welcome to the Chocolate Report, where we give you chocolate news, straight, no chaser. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, your host, Jackson, Z. Jackson. And I thank you for tuning in. We've missed you. Have you missed us? Well, screw you. We missed you. Middle fingers up. Sorry. I had to do that. The song was terrible. Anyway, first up in chocolate news. Fight's on back there, isn't it? And more Whitney death exploitation. Bobbi Kristina is to be interviewed by Oprah. Now, Bobbi Kristina Brown, who has just turned 19 years old, by the way, yesterday, I believe, has been interviewed by Oprah Winfrey, according to a press release from the OWN Oprah Winfrey Network. Okay? The OWN. Because she's Oprah Winfrey, she can do that, I guess. Anywho, Brown, the daughter of the late and legendary Whitney Houston, has been under the media monster microscope for some time now, even before her mother's death. Now, heavy drug use has been suspected, yet never proven, ever since her mother had passed on. Now, Bobbi Kristina and her Gap are the only family members of the Houston family that will be interviewed, okay? Including Houston's sister-in-law and manager and close confidant, Patricia Houston, wife of Whitney's brother, Gary Houston. Now, Gary Houston will also be interviewed as well. Now, the episode of Oprah's Next Chapter will air on Sunday, March 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the OWN network, the OWN Oprah Winfrey Network. Way to cash in on a tragedy, Oprah. I'm sure now the numbers for her network will probably see a drastic improvement because of the interview. Good thinking, Oprah. Don't kill me. In other chocolate news, I did that really smooth, didn't I? Well, actually, in chocolate, where the hell have you been news, Macy Gray debuts new album. Now, we have a snippet of it right here. We'll play for you. Hey! One side outside, one side outside, but I was on hands out. Hands say they have J H-I-J, yay! L-M-L-O-P-H-Q-Z R-S-C-U-E. It's clear, X-Y-Z, why we're not there. Hey, I'm first in line. Her last album was 2007's Big, which did not live up to its title after flopping. This album is titled Covered, and it will include 16 covers, hence covered. Did you make the connection? Of a wide array of artists. Now, Gray's Covered will be released March 26th. Good luck, Macy Gray. Good luck to you and yours. Another chocolate news. Tupac on Broadway? The late legendary rapper is being resurrected in a new Broadway musical titled Holla If You Hear Me. Kenny Leon has been identified as the director and will hold a casting call in New York City March 10th for African American male and female rappers between the ages of 18 and 35. Now, Leon tells the Huffington Post, quote, "The idea was always to make a musical inspired by his music and not to do an autobiographical approach to his life or anything like that, he said. And because I always thought that Tupac was a prophet. And I thought if everybody could hear his words and hear his stories, they would see what I see. So, we are going to probably do a big workshop in New York this summer, and I'm hoping to try and bring it to Broadway in the next Broadway season. End quote. Now, the musical is not an autobiographical type of musical or production, but instead it is based on a fictional story of two childhood friends in a Midwestern industrial city. And their extended families. Now, Shakur's mother, Afeni Shakur, was reportedly ecstatic about the musical after seeing a rough review. Could be quite interesting. In other chocolate news, Disney's only black princess sells watermelon candy. That whore, Sleeping Beauty, got vanilla. Let's see. We all know that Disney's 2009 release of The Princess and the Frog, featuring the first black Disney princess, Tiana, was met with a lot of harsh criticism on several levels. Well, now there is some fuel to add to that fire. And that fire of racial hypersensitivity has been fueled by none other than Dig 'n' Dips. They were a little crooked. Princess Tiana is featured on the watermelon dipping side of the candy, while that white whore we call Sleeping Beauty is the vanilla dipping stick. Now, black people have been stereotyped again and again by other races as watermelon loving, fried chicken eating folks that do this. Okay, so it comes to no surprise that did they just face has been seen on a lot of black people as of lately. Now, this reaction, I can understand a little bit. It's a chocolate reaction, but what gets me is it's a little bit more deeper. Dig 'n' Dips deeper. Now, I love watermelon just as much as I love cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster. However, that does not hide the fact that something fishy is going on here, people. Now, vanilla dipping sticks. Interesting choice of stickage. These vanilla dipping sticks, for you who do not know, you can dip them in pixie dust. You can dip them in whatever. The point is to get your child hooked and be a diabetic. That's the point, but that's not my point right now, okay? You dip the vanilla stick into Princess Tiana's watermelon goodness. Something fishy's going on at Disney, folks. See, I look past the racial stuff. That's the surface. That's the surface. At the end of the day, when all is said and done, what nobody else can see but us here at the Chocolate Report, when you put the watermelon aside, put the watermelon back in. When you put the watermelon back in and you put the vanilla dipping stick into the watermelon candy, you know what that says to me? Come close. The white vanilla dipping stick has been dipping in our watermelon for far too long. I'm sick of it. Makes sense to me. The white man, the vanilla man, has been dipping the vanilla stick into Princess Tiana. Boom! I've said it. And you heard it here first. So when this comes out a few years later, they will have the Chocolate Report to thank. And our geniusness for putting two and two together. I bet you didn't even see that connection. Well, we here are just disgusted. We just wanted some digging dips. We didn't want all the racial but we got it. And we got the vanilla now. Vanilla Man's dipping stick in our watermelon now. How about that? Gonna buy it for your kids now? You racist. Thank you for tuning in to the Chocolate Report, where we give you chocolate news straight up, no chaser. Now, thanks for sticking with us. Hide your watermelon candy, ladies. And as always, stay chocolate. Bow, bow, bow.